We're here with Ethan Willoughby. Ethan was a 2022 Maroa Forsyth grad. He is now at...
I'm a sophomore at Southern Illinois University of Edwardsville.
How did your freshman year at SIU go?
Freshman year went well. Started about almost 20 games. Mid-freshman all-conference team, played well in the conference. I'm looking forward to this year.
What do you think you've learned so much so far as a freshman going into sophomore year?
Just like the game, it definitely changes from high school to college. The game's a lot quicker. The pace is much faster. You know, guys are throwing harder. But definitely you just learn a lot from your coaches, like what to do in situations. You know, there's a lot of situations that people don't think about, but just little things that you learn a lot more about.
You switched positions from high school to college. You were a shortstop in high school. Now you're a third baseman. What's that transition been like for you?
It was honestly different at first, but once I got comfortable and played more games and just I felt like it was home, you know, like the hot corner. It felt like easier as the season went on. Like at the start, it was a little bit uncomfortable, but coach taught me things, and it got easier as the season went on.
What was your batting average this past spring, but also the statistics as far as kind of what your progression was this spring?
I started at 0 for 8 the start of the season, which it was rough. My coach told me a story about how he was like 0 for like 21 until he got his first hit at the D1 level, and my first hit was a single through the sixth hole, and then my second hit was a bomb. And then after that, I just kind of turned it on. I hit like 250 in the regular season, and then like 305 in the conference or something around there. And then, but it's definitely a big jump from freshman or high school to freshman season because, you know, guys are better, pitchers throw harder, people locate better. Like you got scouting reports against you and for the pitchers. So, you know, it's a tough competition, but it makes you a lot better.
So from a senior in high school to freshman, now a sophomore, what have you improved on so much?
Definitely just like seeing the ball a lot better. Like I said, it was a rough start to the season, but you develop that mindset of, all right, this guy's not getting me out, whether he's throwing 80 or throwing 100. Like you just step in the box and you have that confidence. Confidence is definitely a big thing that you just build over time, and it's baseball. Like if you don't have confidence, then there's no shot.
Best game you've had so far as a freshman?
Probably the last game we played in Moorhead. I think we played a doubleheader, and it was like a rain delay. We were sitting there for like 3 hours, and we'd finally like come back to be able to play the game. And I was like 2 for 3 with the walk. We came out with the dub, which was a big W because they obviously won the conference.
Fastest pitch you faced so far, but also kind of the adjustments you made for that.
We were in Virginia. It was a non-conference weekend. It was our Sunday guy, and he was throwing like 96 to 98. We were getting no hit, and I broke up the no-hitter. I just remember that was one of my highlights of that trip. Drive 14 hours down there. But the adjustments, you just got to be on time for the fastball. You know, guys like to overpower you with their fastball because they think they just throw hard and they can't beat you. But what our coaches preach is just to be on time for the fastball and adjust everything else. So that's just my main goal in the box, just be on time for the fastball.
As far as freshmen coming in, how many do you have freshmen? And as you as a sophomore, how many are sophomores coming back?
We have 5 freshmen coming in, 2 pitchers, 3 position players. We got some good bats, good arms in that class, and then we have 5 sophomores who had last year are all coming back. 3 pitchers, 1 guy's a 2-way, and then myself, and then who's an infielder, and then my roommate who is also an infielder.
As far as conference-wise, how did that go in the spring? But also, who was the toughest team you faced in general?
I know Moorhead is definitely probably the best team we played because they obviously won the conference. But Little Rock was really good. They could just hit the baseball everywhere. They had some good arms, but I would definitely say Moorhead or Little Rock.
As far as a sophomore year, what are some of the things you would like to work on?
Just like a little everything. Just the main thing I'm focusing is just getting stronger, getting bigger, and then just continuing getting my swing better and better every day, and get my glove better and better every day. But the main thing is just to get stronger.
How good can SIUE baseball be this next year?
Um, we have a lot of new guys. I think there's 18 or 19 new guys, but I know Coach is bringing in a lot of good arms and a lot of good JUCO bats, and the freshman class is good. So I think nothing less to say that the ceiling is high for us this year.
Knowing when you came into college, when they told you what to expect, was there anything that you really didn't know that they never told you about, that you really didn't have a clue about what's going on at college?
Honestly, like no one really thinks about it, but like the pace of the game is just a lot different. Just it's so much quicker, especially with the pitch clock now, and then people just moving quick and runners running fast, and just like the defensive wise situation, it kind of punched you in the mouth because you think you could take your time and you can't because you have like less than 4 seconds sometimes to throw it. But that was probably the biggest thing I had to adjust to was just the pace of the game.
On the entire roster, how many of the guys are getting MLB looks?
We had 2 guys last year get drafted. We had a guy get signed with the free agent with the White Sox. I think this year we'll definitely have 1. What I'd say is you look forward to is just being around the guys a lot. We all hang out outside of baseball, or we'll go to the clubhouse early and hang out. But what to expect is you just got to expect to work hard. Coach loves guys who are just gritty and work hard and hustle out everything and hustle in the classroom, hustle off the field. You go to the campus, the only thing to expect is just to work hard.
What excites you the most going into sophomore year?
Honestly, it's just like being a returner. I know I'm still an underclassman, but like I was there last year, and you know what to expect this year, and you have the hang of things, you know where everything is. So that just excites me the most because you get to go to campus knowing that you know where everything is and be back with the guys is the most important thing.
You have a pretty high GPA. What is that, and how smart are you?
I definitely get my smarts from my mother. I had like three first semester, and then I had a 4.0 second semester. Got on the dean's list on the honor roll. So yeah, pretty smart, I guess.
Ethan, I appreciate you taking the time with me. Look forward to seeing what this next year has in store for you. Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.